All right, we are back with another Maxace knife. This was sent in from Beard of Doom, and I don't know if I gave enough credit to him in the last Maxace video, but that one also did come from him as well. So I'm going to put a link to his channel at the end and or down below, so you go check him out. Comes in a nice plastic box and with all of the spare goodies again, much like the last one, which I appreciate. I know some people have commented below or commented previously that when they give you spare parts, they're just expecting something to break because they're not confident in their own quality. That's a different debate. Maybe that's a different video, but comment down below if you like, because I see it as they know that we're going to take it apart. They know that things can happen when you take it apart. You can drop a screw, you can strip a screw, you can break a screw, you can drop a ball bearing. Things can just happen when you take it apart. You may not take it apart in a very kind of confined, sterile environment like I have here in my studio, which is really just my home office. Studio sounds kind of pretentious, but whatevs. You may have to take this apart, or any knife, apart out in the field, if you will. Maybe you're out fishing and there's something wrong and you need to take it apart on the boat because you have to. I don't know. I might have a backup blade with me if I'm out fishing, but you get the idea. You may have to take something apart in a non-ideal location. So it's good to have spare parts. And maybe you don't get it all back together out in the field because your spare parts are back at the house, but it gives you the ability to get it back together once you do get home. I don't know. Let's dive into this. This is the Maxace Titanis. A little smaller than the Vortex and works better in the pocket. I talked about the Vortex having I don't want to call it a fatal flaw, but a flaw with the pocket clip. This one has an unusually small pocket clip for the size of the knife. In my opinion, it's just kind of small. It's very akin to the VC Edge interface, which has a very small clip compared to more average knives. Your clips are a little bit bigger in relation to the size of the knife, right? So this stubby little clip here works really good going into the pocket. And it works okay coming out. If you're going to have a ramp to go into your pocket, like this one does, you should have an equal ramp to come out so that it is very similar going in and out of the pocket. That's just Dirk's world. Like, that's one of Dirk's rules, Dirk's laws. You know, we got rule number 9 for, Gibbs rule number 9. Dirk's rule number 2 maybe would be have a good pocket clip. I don't know. So this one has the Damascus inlays, which looks really cool. Beard of Doom is into these really futuristic Space Invader type looking knives, which I like. I've been into in the past. They're not really my thing today. Okay. You have proprietary hardware here, but they do give you the tool for both sizes because it's a little bit different size for the thumb stud / stop pin. All right, let's take a look at it in all of its glory here. Yeah, it's a big boy, but it's pretty cool. You can choke up on it if you need to. I mean, I really like this. The fit and finish is excellent. You're at 6.5 inches closed and 11 1/8 overall. 4.97 inch blade with a 4.71 inch cutting edge, 0.15 behind the edge, 0.015 behind the edge. Blade thickness is 0.233. If anybody cares, I don't know what we care about in the specs. I need to get to the point where I'm just putting the specs down in the description. That's just a lot more typing. It's easier to just talk about it, I think. I don't know. I'm kind of playing with that. M390, as the last one was also, which is generally what Maxace is using. Okay, this one is a little bit about the same weight at 13.8 ounces. What was the last one? Let me just flip back in my notes. Yeah, 13.9 for the Vortex, 13.8 for this guy, 0.786 overall. And it runs on bearings. Again, they call it multi-row bearings, but I don't know. They didn't give us spare bearings on this one. But on the Vortex, the spare bearing cages were not multi-row in my opinion. This one also does come with the fixed blade lock pin. I don't know what they call it exactly. You screw that in. It threads into this side of the scale. And now you are locked in with a little bit of play and a little bit of rattle, but that's okay if you're going to do that. I think this is totally unnecessary and not needed. It's goofy. Not sure anybody's really turning their folding knife into a fixed blade to go and do any kind of quote unquote hard use. I like the look of the blade in its two-tone. It's actually kind of triple tone if you really look at it. It's a little darker on the grinds, satin on the flats, and then really dark, a little bit darker on this inner fuller milled out piece. All in all, I like what Maxace is doing. Most of theirs are not my style, but some are. The Vortex, man, if the Vortex had a clip like this, I might want to buy one of the Vortexes because it's just such a cool knife, but it doesn't. So let me give you a couple of quick size comparisons and quit rambling about this. Here it is with the Sharpie, the Delica, the Kubi. Since I pulled out the interface for the clip comparison, there it is with the interface. And since I pulled out the Hellraiser, here is the Hellraiser, which a lot of people think is kind of a full-size knife, right? The Hellraiser is like a full-size knife. Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you. This thing is massive. So go check out my Maxace playlist and my Overbuilt playlist in the corners and have a fantastic day.